Good morning, YouTube, please. This is what we're listening to at 8 a.m. on a lovely Florida Tuesday morning. YouTube, I got nothing to do with this song playing in the back because before that it was This Is America going on. My neighbor apparently thinks, I guess he's taking the day off, and he's blaring his music from his truck over there. Like, we all want to hear what you listening to at this early in the morning. Some of us don't go to sleep until 3, 4, 5. Anyway, pardon the hair. It is rightfully dreaded up. I literally have been still in bed most of the hours of every single day for the last additional 4 weeks. Now, my ankle has been broken over 3 months now. My follow-up isn't for another 2 weeks, so it'll be almost 4 months by then. And it still hurts like an MFer if I get out of bed or step out of a chair too quickly, if I turn and pivot, just a normal turning in the kitchen or in your house. So I really don't think it healed properly, but I am walking on it, no boot or anything. So what else have I been up to? Air conditioning. Well, Mom is gone, and she's been in Arizona 10 days-ish. She'll be back 11 days. She'll be back in a couple days. Unfortunately, her oldest brother and my uncle passed away. So she went to the funeral and to help out with services over there. I've been here holding down the fort at the house. Not like I'm going anywhere. And other than that, what else, Jen? Air conditioning in Florida. Kind of need it. It's kind of a necessity. Mine took a dump 3 days ago. So it was actually in the middle of the night. It seemed to be running, and then Sunday afternoon is when I first noticed it's hot in here. My little fan on my bed was not cutting it, so I went to notch it down a bit because we do keep our house at like 78. Yeah, hot for most of y'all, but even 79 most times. Hot for most of y'all, but with our fully tiled house and being really shady inside, it's actually not hot. So from then on, I went to adjust it. The screen on the thermostat was blank. It's a digital. Sorry about the lighting. I've got trees and sunlight kind of in between. It is a digital thermostat, so, God, this hair, girl. I might have to chop all this off, y'all. I don't know if I can detangle it. It is a digital thermostat, but basically, I put batteries in it. It was my first thought. They don't need batteries, apparently. It can run off the electric that runs behind the panel to the wall. Put batteries in it, and voila. Set the date and time, thought it was going to work, and no. The thermostat was clicking, but the whole motor AC unit was not coming on. So I had to call a AC repairman yesterday, talk to Mom long distance, figure out who to use. By the time he got here, he fixed it. In the afternoon, it was like 84 degrees in the house by 8:30 in the morning. So you can only imagine what it was by, how it was by the time the afternoon came when he came. He was here for a couple hours. Basically, it turned out to be that, the breaker box was not allowing the fuse, which I did check. Used to be a firefighter, y'all. It was not tripped, but when we tried to just switch it off back on a couple times to see if it would reset itself, part of the problem was there's a safety behind all those switches that he had to take the whole panel apart, and he removed that little safety piece that was keeping the switch from going all the way back in position to where it would actually reset itself. But that wasn't really what caused the problem. The problem was the unit shut itself down because it's really techy. It has this UV light system in it. It has this huge power motor inside the AC unit in the house. And the problem was that it has a electrical sensor system to detect if your drain line is not, if it gets blocked, because water builds up, triggers that little sensor. I checked that too, you guys. I even put a little bleach in there to see if it would flush through the line. He did come and flush the line, but he said the problem was, one, that Mom, on the inside, it's like a little short tube where the sensor connects to the AC unit. Yeah, Mom decided to point it downward. So any water that dripped actually accumulated and triggered the sensor, which shut down the whole system. After that, I had already put it back upwards by the time he came, but still, it didn't matter. The sensor had been tripped. Then the next problem was Mom was using these nice HEPA filters. Good morning, Bill. Was using these nice filters for allergies, like anti-allergy ones, hypoallergenic, blah, blah, blah. Well, apparently they're so layered and thick, and the motor is so powerful that when it was trying to pull the air intake, it was actually trying to suck that darn filter in, and it was struggling. And that also tripped an internal switch in the AC unit itself. So, multiple system failure. It was not fun. The guy was nice. He didn't charge a crazy amount because he's been here before to fix it. And apparently he was very taken with yours truly. Yeah, Mom's daughter. He's like, oh, where's your mother been hiding you at? This is an older gentleman. And I was like, I'm here. I just tend to stay in my room. Cuts down on me and Mom button heads. But, yeah. So, of course, before we left, he already had my number from the service call. So, do you mind if I call you sometime and maybe we can go out? Just hang out for a little bit? I'm like, hey, why not? So, next issue, divorce. Yeah. I get a notice that it's pending closure on my case that I just reopened and paid all that money for. So I get on the phone with the Hills clerk this morning, the court clerk, and they tell me, one, they needed a copy of my ID. First of all, I showed it to you the day I filed it. You made me show it to you. Why didn't you make a copy then? Second of all, I went up there right before Mom left for her flight 11 days ago, and we submitted a brand new ID that I had made, and you guys made a copy. Why don't you have that in your records? Then the lady says, oh, yeah, I do see you did that. You're going to close somebody's case down on something serious like a divorce over the fact you can't update notes in your computer system? And here's more incompetency that pisses me off. One of the problems is that the divorce is being held up because page 4 of the petition for marriage dissolution was not signed. I'm like, what do you mean I didn't sign it? I was in your office for 2 hours. I filled out a 50-some page packet front to back in the rain for 2 hours. The clerk went through it and snatched all of the instructions out and then told me, sign here, I'm notarizing. Sign here, I'm notarizing. He notarized everything. She goes, oh, that's odd. He notarized it and you didn't sign it. I signed whatever he said he needed to notarize. And I waited to sign it because I saw the things he needed to notarize, and he notarized everything. But sure enough, he didn't ask me to sign that page. He was handing them to me one at a time. So pissed, y'all. So I gotta wait until Mom gets back because we have no bus service. I'm not riding my scooter all the way down to where the bus stop is and then having to fold it up. The lock is broke to fold it, by the way, and putting it on the bus to go to Brandon. I have no money, and I mean no money, and yeah, life hindrances. And there's no bus service on the weekends for sure. That wasn't happening. It's not like I could drop it in their little maily slot thing over there. And I have no way to make copies anyway. I don't have a printer that connects to a tablet. So, yeah, I'm not happy. Gen life. If it was any easier, it would be somebody else's life. Anyway, I hope each and every one of you is doing well. I did see I have a few new subscribers, but I've lost overall like 200. At one point, I was up to 6 something, and now I'm down to 4 something. Not happy. But I got to get some better equipment and a better setup so I can start doing more regular videos. And look at the nails. They're disastrous. Look at the hair. It's matted and dreaded. And because I haven't gone out. I haven't done anything. I don't care. I got drenched the last time I went out. Downpour. Walked all the way back pushing the scooter because I just couldn't see. It had gotten so dark trying to run errands and go to the store. Yeah. So anyway, Gen life. Anyway, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that great stuff. Hit that notification bell. When the next episode of Gen Crazy is going on. Hope you all are having a lovely Tuesday. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.